Welcome. Please know that this is Andy's autobiography. Andy is the founder and chief executive officer of Intracorp Incorporated. He is also the executive associate for global markets at Omega Systems Group Incorporated in Arlington, Virginia, USA. He advises the board of directors of the CC Insurance Brokers Group on matters of risk management and business strategy in New York City, Miami, and London. He operates as an independent contractor within his lines of practice globally. Andy, in about 50 words: high-tech visionary, manager, researcher, leader, blogger, writer, coach, experimenter, tester, strategist, iconoclast thinker, mind expansionist, quintessential seeress, professional futurologist, systems methodology practitioner, the Bihombi science activist, disruptive innovator, creativity, INFJ personality type, breakthrough achiever, Andy's burrito. I am a harmonizer and a peacemaker. I am also an extreme believer of democracy, due process, law enforcement, and true justice, which lately seems to be scoring low worldwide, except for Scandinavia. I believe every person is important and can be productive to his her community. I believe it indispensable to treat people with integrity, dignity, clarity, transparency, responsibility and civility, as well as with prudence and tact. In this context, prudence and tact are not used, never ever, to disrupt trust, confidence, and harmony. All these three features are to be earned with facts and not with chatty mumble. I don't think, at all, that the human race must trace back to the caveman age, but improve its insidious and impia shortcomings through own discipline and individual and collective peace. The one that manipulates is subject number 1 to mediocrity. Well-formed minds need no cheating at all. I don't need to compete or challenge anyone but my own self to ongoingly fix my own shortcomings. Andy is unconditionally constructive, chiefly in his deeds, which are projection of his words and thoughts, and the interrelationship between the two. To Andy, his thoughts, words, and deeds are all consistent, cohesive, and congruent actions. It is irrelevant to him if the lab that, under his mental proprietorship, is under his boundaryless mind or staged within a mundane organizational initiative. Andy turns words into tangible and intangible manufactured assets, goods, solutions, and mediums to turn nearly impossible challenges into highly feasible solved ones. Words, the precursors of theory, make us reflect on Einstein's sentence: I do not know of anything more practical than theory. My gratitude goes to my beloved and greatest parents. Their education, ideas, and encouragement influence everything I do. I have an infinite appreciation for my teachers and professors, chiefly those from the United States, the United Kingdom, and Canada. Some prominent people from Japan, Scandinavia, Germany, Austria, Sweden, Switzerland, and France have played a major influence on me too. What I conceived and institute. He is the founder of the methodology Transformative and Integrative Risk Management, based on systems methodology. This method was created and developed by Andy in year 2005, given his over 20 years of experience managing, thinking, and researching comprehensively complex operations, and as per a detailed perspective of several dimensions and risk, its disruption potential, and its hidden beneficial facets, yet a long-ignored flank, and a meaningful source of fiscally sound earnings. Andy originated the extensively practiced transformative and integrative risk management procedure for managing every type of risk: legal, political, social, economic, and technological, which has been effectively instituted to mitigate and terminate, in advance, grave systemic disruption potential in many complex frames of reference. Question: why is Andy on the web? I like to network and make this fact as public as possible. If colleagues and friends come through as a consequence of such networking, my primordial motivation is to interact through the digital infrastructure to learn, and learn. Learning is very stimulating to me. I create fruitful, well-meant ideas to help start a new relationship, especially with those that in the search of those who are perpetually committed to seeking or improve an old one under much greater significance. These are ideas that are primarily brought into my own theater of operations to reality check my own self and to learn in advance of my mistakes to be much more before they crystallize in a physical world. I also do so to learn more and more within myself while my intellect is perpetually trying to impeach my own mind. What Andy and Dr. Stephen Hawking shared in theory and practice. My goal is simple. It is a complete understanding of the universe, why it is as it is, and why it exists at all. Andy's lines of practice include the following all-encompassing advanced, transformative and integrative risk management enterprise plus with the omniscience perspective. And never based on the financial industries of insurance, reinsurance, co-insurance. Authored transformative and integrative risk management to cope with extreme risks and extremely subtle risks in order to render sustainable and fiscally sound profits. Systems security, systems safety, systems reliability, quality assurance from the system's methodology stance, including Deming, Buron, Conway, Kaizen, Sigma, Lean GNA transformation and reliability engineering. The latter as understood by Procter & Gamble and the Los Alamos National Laboratory. Strategic planning management, long-range and organizational and management transformation. Innovation management and management thinking with acute discernment amplification. Business concept development, either based and or related to Internet. Performance enhancement. Petroleum operations and other challenging industrial organizations. Healthcare, large maritime and automobile fleets risks and services. Outsourcing, offshoring, insourcing, co-sourcing, smart sourcing, cross-sourcing, outsourcing, offshoring, reversal and or realignment. All sorts of restructuring and merger and teaming arrangement consonant with Century 21 imperatives. Specialized on making strategic alliances and coalitions. Management indoctrinator and corporate trainer. Solver and facilitator of complicated negotiations. And conflict resolution practitioner. Most sophisticated English-Spanish translator and interpreter. Keynote speaker, science, technology, management, business, innovation, trends, peace, harmony, etc. Research, consulting, advising, management, leadership, transleadership, professional futurology, scenario method, on-site and online coaching, advanced knowledge development, mind expansion and mind shaping, corporate diplomacy, geopolitics, cross-cultural counseling, complex problem resolution. Handy's methodology is sacrosanct. As I've mentioned abundantly, I conceived, developed, and implement my own proprietary methodology known as transformative and integrative risk management. This methodology is not open content at all or the like. I am at it. I have worked for over 2 decades, making personal cash investments and others in a sustainable way. If one would like to have access to it, the absolutely only way is by hiring me as a consultant and advisor. This is one of my greatest trade secret. This does not mean I cannot offer a serious party some general ideas on the most advanced ways to manage risks, especially those that have been caught civilization off guard for over the past 12 years. Again, please don't ask me to undermine my greatest asset, my own system, and paraphrasing William Blake. I must create a system, or be enslaved by another man's. I will not reason and compare. My business is to create. I'm the sole method developer and only proprietor of transformative and integrative risk management with the applied omni-science perspective. Concerning mentors, tutors, coaches, gurus, moguls, oracles, savants, sages, prime ballerinas, prima donnas, MBAs, PhDs, medical doctors, doctors in science, professors, clients, partners, and envy. I have had professional relationships with a bright constellation of eminent scientists, noted tycoons, and wise but capricious, and sometimes overbearing, entrepreneurs and managers very much to my advantage and fortune. From them many lessons of wisdom have been learned, though Handy's wiser lessons have come from his intensive and perpetual learning in academia and especially from complex problem solving in challenging organizations. The most prominent lessons he learned, marshaled under forever mode in continuous learning, by eternal self-teaching, self-learning, and self-counseling and self-advising. Let's make silence and do something useful for a better world. Handy's thorough professional profile www.cybercvblogspot.com. At that site, one will encounter Handy's own definition of applied omniscience as well as references, testimonials, and organizations he has worked extensively with, among other important information. Thank you for your attention.
Grazie, signor.